OpenAI just hired the guy who built OpenClaw. At the same time, China's Baidu is rolling it out to 700 million users. Moonshot AI just dropped it straight into the browser, and the open-source agent that one guy built on weekends is now running inside some of the biggest tech platforms on the planet. OpenAI didn't buy OpenClaw, didn't take the code, didn't own the project, but they absorbed the brain behind it, and that one move cracked the AI world wide open. Because now every lab, every Chinese tech giant, every developer community is scrambling to answer the same question. Who actually controls the agent layer? Who controls the software that sits between a powerful AI and your real life? That fight just started, and OpenClaw is right in the middle of it, so let's talk about it. Here's what we're getting into: who Peter Steinberger is and what he actually built. Why OpenClaw exploded so fast it scared government agencies. The specific way OpenAI structured this deal that most people completely missed. And why China responded the same day this news dropped. Because that timing is not a coincidence. Let's go. Peter Steinberger spent 13 years building a PDF software company called PDF Kit, sold it in 2024. And instead of retiring, he started building an AI agent on weekends just to see what was possible. What came out of that was OpenClaw. And what made it genuinely different from everything else out there is one thing: it doesn't wait for you. Every AI tool you've used before has the same loop. You type something, it responds. You give a command, it follows. That's it. OpenClaw breaks that loop completely. It has what Steinberger calls a heartbeat system. It wakes itself up on a schedule, checks what's going on in your world, your inbox, your calendar, your files, decides something needs to be done, and does it. No prompt from you. You don't even have to be at your computer. Booking flights, handling insurance emails, automating browser tasks, managing your schedule, all running in the background while you're doing something else entirely. Developers immediately understood what this was. Within weeks, it hit close to 200,000 stars on GitHub, 2 million visitors in a single week. The conversation around AI shifted overnight from chatbots to agents, from what can AI say to what can AI actually do. But growth that fast always brings problems, and this is where it gets dark. OpenClaw is fully open source, which means anyone can build skills for it. Modular abilities the agent can use to do different tasks. There's a library called ClawHub with over 5,000 of these community-built skills. Sounds great. Until researchers dug in and found 341 malicious skills uploaded by bad actors. 1 in 8 skills in that library was potentially dangerous. CrowdStrike raised flags. China's industry ministry issued public warnings. When you give an AI agent deep access to your machine, your files, your emails, your entire digital life, and it's running tools built by anonymous strangers, the risk scales incredibly fast. On top of that, Steinberger was spending between $10,000 and $20,000 a month just keeping everything running out of his own pocket. No investors, just him. So the calls started coming in from San Francisco. He met with everyone, and he chose OpenAI. Sam Altman announced it on X, called him a genius, and made it clear that agents are about to become central to everything OpenAI builds. But here's the move that most people glossed over. OpenAI did not acquire OpenClaw. They didn't take the code. They didn't close it off. They didn't fold it into their proprietary products. OpenClaw stays open source, moves into an independent foundation, and OpenAI supports it without owning it. That structure is deliberate and it's actually brilliant. The moment you close an open source project, the community collapses. The developers who built their workflows around it walk away. The trust evaporates overnight. By keeping it open, OpenAI keeps the ecosystem alive, keeps the goodwill, keeps the developer community, and gets the person who understands agents more deeply than almost anyone else working inside their walls full-time. Steinberger was honest about his reasoning. He said he could see the path to building a massive company around OpenClaw, and he didn't want it. 13 years of running a company was enough. What he wants is the fastest possible path to putting this technology in front of billions of people. And right now, that path runs through OpenAI. Now here's where the story gets even bigger. The same day this announcement went public, Moonshot AI in China launched Kimmy Claw, OpenClaw running natively in your browser. No setup, no configuration, No technical knowledge required. You open a tab, and the agent is just there, persistent, always running. With 40 gigabytes of cloud storage, so it actually remembers things across sessions. That's a bigger deal than it sounds, because one of the core limitations of AI tools right now is that they forget everything the moment you close the window. Kimmy Claw doesn't. And days before that, Baidu embedded OpenClaw directly into their flagship search app. That app has 700 million monthly users. The entire population of the US, UK, Canada, and Poland combined is around 500 million. Baidu just gave more people than that a background AI agent in their pocket. Whether Moonshot's timing was planned or reactive, the message is obvious. China is not waiting to see how this plays out. And OpenClaw works with any AI model. OpenAI, Claude, DeepSeek, anything. That flexibility is exactly why it's spreading through Chinese tech so fast. Companies there want infrastructure they control with model choice they control. OpenClaw gives them that on a silver platter. Drop your take in the comments. Hit subscribe because this story has a lot of chapters left. I'll see you in the next one.